So, hello everyone, myself Taptak Bhattacharya, and let's continue with the DSA series. So, today we will be solving contains duplicate part 2. So, basically, what is in part 2? I will be provided with an extra variable, integer type variable containing a certain integer, right? So, what I have to do? Basically, nothing but I have to check within this vector that how many duplicates are present, and if there is any duplicate present within, and if the absolute value of that index minus that duplicate index is less than or equals to k as it is instructed here, then it will return true for that case, or else it will be false. For now, for an example, you can see that this is 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So 3 minus 0 will be 3. So basically, if it is less than or equals to k. What is my k here? It is 3. So 3 is less than or equals to 3. So it is true for that reason also. And index of I and index of j are equal because both of them are duplicate, right? So for these two reasons, it will be true. So this is my problem statement that I have to find duplicate and check whether the absolute of I minus j will be less than or equals to k. For that reason, let's go uh, for the last question also. For the part one, we have used unordered set. For this one also, we will use unordered set. We can use in, right? Yeah. Now, we just go for a condition that if I is less than k, then in okay. If I is less than k, then what I will do? Scene dot erase. So what will erase do? Erase is from its name you can just imagine that what can erase do? Erase will just omit the number. What number? I will do nums of, I will just play with the indexes of I minus k. Okay, suppose I is greater than k. Suppose for the first one I is 3. So k is 3 and I is 4. So basically I 4 is greater than 3. So 4 minus 3 will be 1 minus 1 will be 0. So index 0 means nums of 0 will be erased basically if I is greater than k. Okay. Now if scene dot find, okay, scene dot find. Now basically what is the same? Okay, I've just taken to the for loop properly. So basically at first it will be a for loop, right? So for I just omitted the part basically I equals to 0 from I equals to 0 till I less than nums of size and minus nums of size, and then I will go for I plus plus, right? Now boom, and within this for loop I will take okay, okay, I can't use my techniques right now, and this shall work is for now. So within this, now when I will find when in steel I will find the nums of I is not equal to c dot end, then what I will do, I just go for okay. I I've done the decide is that this bracket will be clear. Right? Yes. Now let's check it once. That I will get a string dot find num of I is not equal to num of n. If they are not equal, then what I will get? I will do nothing but return true. If they are not equal, they are not identical, right? And if so, then what I will do, I will just c dot insert insert I, right? Now what I will do at the end, I will return if basically if all the elements are basically unique, or else you can say that if the elements, if the absolute value is less, it's not less than or equal to k, then what will happen? It will return false, right? So in this case also it will return false. Now let's check it once. Okay, here is one problem. Okay, here is one typo. Uh, let's check it. Here is another typo. Okay, now let's check it. Yes, all the test cases are being passed. Let's submit it and check it once. Yeah, they submitted perfectly and 65 out of 55 test cases are being passed. So what I have done here, I have the problem states that contains duplicate part 2. So part 2 will consist of paste within it, right? So basically what are that with I am provided with an integer and an array. So the integer I have to just check within the array if any values are equal or not. If so, then I have to took their in if they're equal, then for the true purpose for returning true, what I have to do, if they have duplicate in the array, then I have to take their indexes, then do a subtraction or find a difference within them, then I have to go for an absolute of them. If I found the absolute that value of that indexes, and I have to check whether it is less than or equals to k. If so, then true, else I will return false. You can see that here a duplicate, but after just absoluting the difference of the two indexes, it is not less than or it will be not less than or equal to k. Okay, if you calculate it, you can just check it. So it will return in the output, it will return false. So this is my whole question. So basically what I have done, I have taken a for loop and within that I have gone for the first condition that if I is greater than k, basically if I is 4, right? So I will just erase it from scene. The nums of I minus k. Basically nums of I minus k means 4 minus 3 minus 1 for the first test case I am talking about, right? And it will be 0. So it will just remove that zeroth index value, right? And if scene dot find nums of I means the whatever the value I'm finding for nums of I is not less than or equal to scene dot n, then it will return true, right? Else, if it is not present, or it is not, if it is equals to scene dot end, then it would just insert within the scene the nums of I will just insert within the scene, right? Why so? Because for the first time, one will not be present in scene, right? So I'm putting one within scene, then two within scene, then three within scene, then four. Then again, when it will go for one, it will say, oh yes, one is already present in scene. So why I will take one again? So for that reason, it will go for false. And for another reason is that it will go for if condition. When in if condition, it will check the greater than k. Then if after erasing also it finds that it is not equals to same dot end, then that means that it is not an absolute. The absolute value is not less than equals to k. So it will return false. So yeah, this was all about the concept and the code which I have coded uh, according to the problem. If you like the solution, you can just go for a like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching.